It is Tuesday, finally.
Again.
Welcome back to the 3-Star channel, where the content is exactly what you expect it to be.
Horrible. 2 stars.
We're gonna smack all of you. Y'all are just being so mean.
You know what? 4 stars. We're on
Thank you.
top of shit today.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I've done great stuff this week. I've set up the Instagram, the Twitter. I've finished the logo finally. I've done so much good.
But you know,
But I'm behind the upload. Like, I have 3. This will be the 3rd video I have to upload.
you know what we have though?
What?
5-star thighs.
That should be our description. 3-star content, 5-star thighs.
Do you want our banner to just be a picture of all of our thighs?
No, no.
Yes. I'd even draw it.
Yeah. Must be like,
I'm talking like real life, like all of us line up and just take a picture of our thighs.
we should have both.
I mean, I got some nice thighs.
Our thighs that transfer into our character's thighs.
Scarra got some big ass thighs.
Aaron's
Goes
got
from,
some
like,
fabulous thighs, honey. The metal designs on your thighs be
I
interesting.
mean, his thighs have to be Eula's thighs.
They have to be bigger because
Yeah.
Aramis can be.
Eula's thighs have to slide up in there, so. What is wrong with him?
I don't know.
Okay.
Like, I'm not, it hasn't been aside from the homework side, it hasn't been a bad day. I'm just gonna.
Man, you're in a man. Well, don't worry. We're about to get you out of a man because you got to go get you from the hill because you were left alone in a fog cloud.
Anyways, this week's recap. Who's doing it?
Not this time. Last time on Journey to the Fae, we had a.
It's dramatic.
You have to give your all or you don't have to give it.
Time on Journey to the Fae, the Fellowship of the Fuck All. I don't know what the fuck we're called. Finally, had a discussion after so long with Cringe Scaramouche's long lost side hoe family, whatever the fuck it's called. All right, after that happens, people get shot, arrows get deflected, people get shot again, and finally we're let inside. After we're let inside, I don't know why I'm doing the surfer dude voice.
Commit to the bit, bro.
After we get inside, we finally feel like, hey, this bro needs to like take a chill pill and rest because he's exhausted as fuck and everyone else is fine. So after we rest down in the Scaramouche Tower thing, Scaramouche has a not Scaramouche Tower. After that, Scaramouche has a nightmare in the tower. That's what I was going for. Where he thinks everyone left. He goes back to there. All of his old family is eating his new family. Oh, it's cannibalism. Then we get back. He wakes up. Dreaming. We have therapy, we have stew, and we leave. We finally get there. We're left up at the hill because she thinks that we're going to get killed if we go down there, apparently. And then she goes down there and talks. He goes down and talks, and he finally meets Aislinn for the first time since she died.
Aislinn, not Elaine.
Elaine. Words. Elaine. It's the first time since she died. And then Scaramouche has an emotional moment, and Eula says, hey, let's fuck around and find out. Cast fog cloud when people notice us, then Dimension's door on top of the house. Through a series of failed skill checks, Kai falls on the ground and turns into a caterpillar. He's then found 8, turns back to normal, and then we're having a fun day.
I think that was everything.
This has been Journey to the Fae in some amount of time, longer than 90 seconds.
Love it.
And Ajax and Scarra
Ajax
are
is there
currently
too.
on the ground.
Ajax is there too, I guess.
And we're currently on the ground fighting each other. Welcome to my.
I'm trying to gather up the moxie to do it this week. I'm really struggling to get the energy.
It's okay. It's not like Aramis ever has that.
You have some of my sunshine.
And you are.
Well, the lovely family reunion. All of things go. All right. Find out this week on Journey to the Fae.
And you are dear.
Who is currently dying? Give her a second.
You got all that in 4K from this camera. This camera ain't in 4K.
Well done,
This one ain't
Chad.
4K. Yeah. Bruh, let's go catch some waves.
Hey, Teddy.
Okay,
We're good?
I think so.
For sure?
No.
No.
Of course, darling.
And
Girl her from joking so much.
Oh, I have so much experience. I never choke, darling, unless it's what you want.
She's
I can get it on brand.
you have parties. It's like herpes, but it makes feathers go on your hands.
You're welcome. I knew you'd like get a kick out of that one.
Nobody heard me silly.
Yep, no, I heard it. It was great.
And the DM has ruled that you have herpes. It's like herpes, but you have feathers on your genitals instead of warts.
Nice. I can comb it, make a nice little fluff out of it.
Make sure it's brewed feathers are nice and soft.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So
Get a feather job.
the
Anyway. Sid.
Dudes.
Guys, shut up. She got the whip. She got the whip. Shut up.
just as a casual reminder, this will be thrown. Yeah.
Well, your turn.
And where were you guys physically last time, other than fucking shit up? And
I was leaning on Ajax. His head.
Altus.
Altus said, "They're two A names. It's bad." Altus's head, and about to go get Aramis off the top of the Daggum Hill. There's so many A names. What are we? The
Aaron is an
A?
E, and Eula is an E,
Well, it sounds
and
like
Elaine
an
is an E.
A. Sounds like an A.
Skaramush is an A.
Aramis.
Malachi's an M.
Sitting on a hill.
Is anybody actually
In a fog cloud.
It's so weird.
In a fog cloud.
And that sounded weird.
So-
I didn't like
In a fog.
in my mouth.
Sometimes.
I didn't like it in my mouth.
Damn, man.
That a little
In a fog
gross.
cloud.
It's on the ground because I never specified that I got off the ground.
So you were full form. You were no longer
Not a
caterpillar.
caterpillar anymore.
No, I got you up.
No, it turned into a butterfly.
Yes. I literally put my hand down there and said, "Come on," and I picked you up.
I don't remember that.
I was expecting.
I'm up. Never mind. You're down.
Peak execution.
Oh yeah, no, I'm on that. Because Ajax kept talking shit, and I said, "You know what?" And just tackled it.
Whoa, where's my clip?
I don't know. Do you need one?
No, I have one.
She just had Elaine on it, upside down. Remember?
What's it?
Probably should have mentioned this earlier, but I do have a suggestion that may help with your acting. It is not. It is.
We're doing this now.
Let's do this.
No,
now.
sorry. It's not. Your acting is. I can't say anything without digging myself into a hole. You're doing. It's not.
God damn it!
Oh no, it's just the fact that you decided right now to say it when we're trying to start.
I'm sorry. I
Wait.
keep forgetting to bring it up.
So write a note and do it later.
Text it to her.
What?
Or she checks her phone. She has it.
Text it to her before you forget, and she can look at it when she needs to.
There we go.
That's what I write later.
Let's get back into the scene, shall we? You can start. Oh, I can work.
When she.
I literally.
Technical difficulties.
Thoughts. Thoughts for malfunctioning brain cells.
It's his thingy got stuck on it.
Right. I'm having you started so I can respond to it.
I literally just go, "You little shit," and tackle him.
Oh, that's where we were.
Taller than you, so what are you? Irrelevant shit.
Damn.
We're literally just rolling around on the ground. I'm not even using words anymore. Just literally rolling with this man on the ground.
I'm a little gay, but I.
Come here, boy.
No.
Not the vibe, but okay. That's what you believe. Kai, what you doing?
I don't really know because they're fucking around and I thought.
He's also not taller than me. We're the same height.
Nope, he's inch taller. Cannon now. Nope, cannon.
He's a centimeter taller.
Centimeter, just a hair. He
One hair.
styled his hair to stick up taller than yours. That's what I did.
It's also not going anywhere that he's the same height as you.
I
so-
literally, I even made Alex's taller.
Well,
Going anywhere.
But yeah, it's been changed.
Are you actually wanting us to duke this out? Because
No, we're literally rolling around on the ground. No one said we're all fit.
Oh, no, they're-
We're literally just been like,
contested strength roll.
no, it's literally just rolling, and every now and again I'm like, the first time I fucking see you and you treat me like shit, Ajax. Ah.
because he judged him because I was dating him.
he's fine. So, Aramis, what are you currently doing?
You're left on a hill in a fog cloud.
was just
looking, watching them have fun.
You're in a fog cloud. You can't see out of it
You
unless you
can't see
exit
it.
the fog cloud.
Yeah, I'm just sort of standing against the tree.
In a fog cloud.
We got to go get him.
I'm gonna go get him. He's my friend. I'm not gonna leave him up there. He's my son.
And you?
So this is awkward. You trying to eat me? I will tell somebody that's going to try to eat me. How rude.
I think I've seen you before.
You look very familiar. And I'm pretty sure it's not from the same way we met now.
Nice.
Nice. Did you have sex with Alexis?
No.
No. I have been in the Wastelands before. You remember how we met? You left. Never mind. We went to go get Aramis.
I haven't left yet.
Oh, have you not? Oh, cool.
I'm leaving.
You remember how we met? Yeah, like unconscious. It was in the Wastelands. I don't remember, but that's pretty sure that's where I saw you.
What's your name again?
No, okay. No.
You just see you look up.
And he's just gonna kind of like nod, and he looks like he's honestly not paying a lot of attention to you. Just as soon as he got confirmation he had seen you and your name,
Your name
Just kinda-
Denison. You fool.
just kind of watching two dumb fucks rolling around on the floor before walking over to Elaine and just kind of like standing beside her.
So is it
With
safe
some
if
faith.
I walk this way? And I'm going to point towards where the fog cloud is.
I don't think you would die.
Is it safe if I fly this way?
I
Is
don't
it
think I'd kill
more
you.
safe?
Is she going to get hurt
Is she smart?
most of the time?
Then she has most of a chance.
You're fine.
Mid wrestling, we just stop. We both look over and go, Alex, just stop being a dick. Just give the straight answer.
Mostly he's the one that wants a straight answer.
Shut the fuck up.
All right. You let
He's
you
trying to
fly.
take like a rock and just throw it at you guys in the middle of your wrestling thing.
You let
Literally right after we said that, we went right back into going.
Straight talk.
You let slime straight up. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
How far do you have to be to maybe not
He's
to
kind of looking at you.
I'm going 300 feet in the air,
snap back over to the
and
club?
then I'm just going to fly over to the fog cloud.
That will take you at least a minute to get up that high, won't it? Your flight speed's not that high.
2 rounds, I can, if I dash, I can get 120 feet. So that's 12 seconds.
If you're going max speed.
Yeah, and I'm doing max speed up.
All right.
I'm dashing.
So it took him at least 30 seconds to get up there.
So
At least 30 seconds to get up there.
12, 24 is 240. Yeah, it took me 30 seconds to get up. And then I go over.
So glad you guys can do math.
It would have taken slightly less than 30 seconds. No, it wouldn't have. It would have taken exactly 30
It would
seconds.
have taken exactly 30 seconds.
Dude, your climb rate is awful. That's 3 meters per second.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. Do feet. It's 300 feet it's 100 feet per 10 seconds. It's 10 feet a second.
You got climbed by a crop duster.
Yeah.
I'm not a machine. I'm a living organism.
So the dragon.
Define living, because you mean you're kind of reincarnated.
I'm alive. I'm living. I'm just living in a different body. It's like a snail who just goes to different houses. It's still alive. It's just in a different home.
I'm not,
Eula is a snail.
I'm not a snail.
I'm not sure if the same principle applies, but pop off. Snail.
I will throw you down.
Do it.
There's no traps up in the air. I just want
Honestly, I think she needed it sometimes. She fucking did not catch me after doing fuck shit and then turned me into a caterpillar. You are here now.
I know, but I tried. Just want you to remember that.
Oh yeah, Elliot remembers.
Okay.
to set that.
Reset what? Oh, the trap. The thingy.
Yeah.
On the roof. Yeah, that was her fault. She definitely stepped on it.
So what are y'all doing?
Oh, at this point we've stopped. We're just laying beside each other laughing.
Not a gay.
I think we've already established that.
A little homoerotic of you.
You guys haven't seen each other, and this, yeah, I'm gonna say that checks. Any of you guys injured? I'm just gonna kind of like
Your eyes,
open her eyes
okay.
and be like, never mind.
And I'm gonna sit up and be like, I saw Hajime. I'm gonna look at my foot and be like, I'm good though. I promise.
Didn't we rest?
We did do a full rest, but me and you got damage taken from the top of the house.
So you're good.
Oh, did I get that?
Yeah, so it's
You had a
you got
nightmare,
double
remember?
board,
It's when you had a nightmare.
okay, you're good.
Never mind. I take that back. I take back that statement because I forgot.
I mean, all days. I took a good bit, but I'm not as squishy as I used to be.
I ain't as squishy as I once was. I need to get you armor. That is on your list to-do list. You need better armor.
We have the same one, Macy.
Mine is a 15 because I have a shield.
That's
He has leather armor, and that's it.
I also wear leather armor.
I'll need some better stuff.
No, we're fine.
No, Mom can give me new shit.
So, what are y'all currently doing? Because
Flying over to the fog cloud. I don't know if the fog cloud's still there. Let me figure out
check
how.
your spell.
It's not even my spell. It came from the ring of spell swine.
I mean, you still had to look up the spell, so.
So I'm gonna have to look at the spell real quick.
It's used as for spell
It
technique.
lasts for an hour, but it's concentration. So whenever I got over there, I would have dropped it.
All right.
So you're fine. You are no longer in the cloud.
What's going on whenever you handle that whole situation?
Hello, darling.
So, you guys having fun meeting the old family?
Yeah. They haven't tried to eat us like, someone's dream. Would you like to come down?
Yes. I'm just gonna hop on down the hill.
No.
Nope, he agreed.
That's
Started.
Eula. Eula, as you start walking. No. You, onto me. It's dangerous on the ground.
Why?
Why do you... Okay, probably for the same reason we got an axe thrown at our head earlier. I'm saying from experience. There was fire on the house.
You could have said it with a little less sarcasm.
Darling, there are traps.
Okay, fine.
Remember the thing?
Yes, I'm remembering the thing. Why do you think
Okay.
Come on.
I'm going to begrudgingly do the fully thing?
Would you prefer to be in the bag? You seem to be a little bit upset about this situation.
It's fine. It's only one of these little things.
Eula's gonna cross her arms and lean against a tree. Darling,
Leaning against Trace's spade.
what's wrong? And if you give me some bullshit answer like, oh, nothing, I will hold you here.
That's fine. I don't want to go down there.
You haven't been this difficult since we went to the Goliath parade in that one town.
I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about.
We're going to talk about this.
I'm sure we are.
Okay.
Right now we have family to meet. Woohoo.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always nice to meet the in-laws.
I mean, I don't know if there are in-laws, but sure, yeah. All right, I'm gonna fly up and I'm gonna fly over again.
Right. So they join y'all little gaggle of buck nuggets.
Rude.
Oh, my apologies. Murder of crows.
Oh, that's
Lover of shiny things and apparently ass.
No, guys.
oh no, definitely ass.
I at this point, because I sat up, have just decided to lay my head on Ajax and I'm just looking at everyone while Ajax is still on the ground.
It probably takes us about a minute or 2 minutes. It probably takes us about 2 minutes to get back for a little conversation on top of the hill. And 30-second ascent, then over, then 30-second ascent over. Decent.
Yeah.
Nothing.
So I do hate to break up all of our fun and dandy fun that we're having here. But we were here for something. And it wasn't just for you to come on.
Yeah, we do actually have things to do.
Yes,
And
I would love to see y'all's teleportation circle.
I was talking about the
And
missing
we need to
children,
figure out about the
Ajax
children,
went missing
But
one.
we need an area to jump back and forth from this area that's a little bit safer than your tree.
I don't think safe is a thing that's going to happen anymore, but I'm sure a little candor, a little.
Why did you just break that?
I'm going to slide over to Malachi.
Eula, our teleportation circle is on the second floor, the second door on your left.
It's like, awesome. And I'm going to grab Malachi and be like, darling, can you give me a hand with something up here, please? Just making sure I got all the marks right. I'm going to drag you upstairs with me.
No, don't ask the wizard.
There are traps in the house. Don't go anywhere but exactly up the stairs to the second floor to the second door on your left.
Well, it's in the house. As soon as we're in the house, I'm calling up there. Darling, could you take a look inside Aramis's head? He's a little bit irritated right now, and I haven't seen him this way in a while, so I'm concerned.
I can hear you, you bitch.
No, we're in the house, and we are whispering this.
Out of Eric's?
Yeah, I'm out of Aramis. You're left out there.
God forbid they bring the wizard to look at something magical that requires a lot of structure, where someone who uses a lot of structural magic. Oh, today is fantastic.
Yeah, so that's what Eula's talking to you about. You think you can?
I was assuming that was loud enough to hear. Shit.
Would you make it loud enough for us to hear it?
Would it be probably no?
It was more like, goodness, I'm sure glad they didn't
Yeah.
ask the
So,
wizard.
yes, we heard it.
Do
you see, darling?
Why didn't you bring him in to look at the teleportation?
Because I
circle?
need to whisper it to you, because if I say it to him, he's going to resist it, and it's not going to end well.
Bad day.
The thing.
It's Altus.
Get in his mind and figure out what's wrong with
Oh,
him,
no.
please.
It's
Look
Altus.
into it.
Read the name tag.
Wants to talk
If it's just the DM, she will take the name off.
You, the little
Bad day?
necklace for this exact reason. Well, not this exact reason, but to look in thoughts. So that's what I'm saying. Can you get his...
So you must be
pattern, please.
one of the siblings I've heard an infinite amount about.
What?
Thank you. And I throw you down the stairs.
What? No,
There you
absolutely
go.
not. I do not want that to happen.
Thank you.
No,
Aramis Alexis is the one that every time he
Yeah.
saw me contacting someone, it was usually him.
He's needy.
So you're the one who gave.
You contacted me a lot being worried as well.
He's needy.
I open door, go upstairs, go right upstairs, turn right to the second door on the right, open door, enter, and look teleport. To the left.
right.
I said right. I open right door, get blasted in the face, turn around, go to the left door, open left door, and teleportation circle.
Love that.
I was trying to make a reference, and the reference screwed me.
What's wrong?
The reference screwed me.
Like,
That's what I said, so I'm gonna go for it. Because I honestly did think it was on the left. I forgot that it was on the right.
The left?
I went up the stairs and went to the second door on the left.
No, yes, but you said the right. He said, I honestly thought it was the right, but it was on the, or I honestly thought it was the left, but it was on the right.
Yeah.
No, it was on the left, not the right.
Yeah,
So are you actually getting blasted in the face? Or
I'm
something?
getting whatever this trap does. I'm taking it like a champ.
roll a dex save.
He's good at those.
I am.
Yeah. Yes, I'm going to go
22.
random since you were.
You get splashed with a bright light. You are blinded for 1 minute.
You're just going to have to sit in the floor.
No, I'm not.
Just gonna look. You can open the wrong door.
I'm just gonna go into the room and see what happens. Like, I'm gonna start feeling around the room, like, what the? Oh my fucking god! Just start feeling around the room.
I wonder if this is what my past reincarnation saw.
Damn.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Do we see the light come out the window of the door on the second floor to the right?
Left. I went to the
No.
left. It's on the right. This is where I
No,
could've gone.
no,
It was on the right.
You went to the right, and that's where
Okay.
the flashbang is.
You said you went right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Left and right.
And
I
the
know
right-
what it's like to be you now.
The right side of the house is the front of the house, which is where we're standing right now.
Nice.
The left side is the back.
Roll perception checks. Kai, you would have seen it. Just
Yeah,
passively.
Kai was going down the stairs.
The card didn't see shit.
I got a 21. I also got a 19.
So that's 27.
Yay! You would have seen the play.
Nice. I'm going to casually sit up and go, Ajax, he's in your study, or she's in your study.
That's not my fucking problem.
Yeah, you're out the door right now.
Ah,
You literally just walked
Yeah,
out,
sorry.
saw the flag.
nope.
She'll figure it out. Or she'll end up with the thorns in her hands.
So you're all good with the fact that she's blind walking around your study because she got flashbanged.
Look, she'll either figure out how to get where she's supposed to go, or she'll end up with thorns in her hands.
I'm gonna get up. Elaine, come with me. We have to talk about shit anyway, and I gotta go make sure Eula doesn't injure herself in our house.
Because I don't have much more vacation time before I'm expected back.
Oh, she's on vacation.
Sweet. Mhm.
So, what exactly are you doing with this interesting group? Not relatives.
I went to Remire because it was taking Ajax longer than it was supposed to for him to come home. And when I got there, he was not there. I then saw a missing persons report and saw his name on it with a bunch of kids. There was a commission to find the kids. I signed on to help with the commission to try and find Ajax. They are also helping out find the kids.
Missing kids. You just was saying something about I don't remember about it. I'd have to do some investigation there.
Where do you gotta go, Elaine?
That's what we have to talk about.
Well, we're talking, aren't we? I'm assuming you Jackson wants us know.
Sort of. I can't exactly explain a lot. I'm not fully sure. But I think one of the generals of the army that I currently have been employed in since I've been, reborn is running experiments on children. I don't know if it's just children though. That's kind of how I stumbled upon Ajax and started regaining some memories.
Is it the shadowy guy?
Yeah, I keep saying shadowy guy, but I don't know of any shadows among my colleagues. That's the issue.
Yep, you did tell me that in memory. Is it a guy? Is it a human with black hair?
Why?
My friend downstairs, Aramis. I think that's his father. Adopted father. And if it is, he's done experiments on Eula.
And do you have any concrete evidence of this?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Like
Which one? Do you want the one that he's done experiments on Eula, or the one where we know that it's Aramis's father?
What's the concrete evidence that you know it's his father?
Well, he possessed him and told him that he was his father.
Okay.
Y'all weren't there.
I'm just telling you.
We could,
And
We're
you
supposed to be
believed
talking at the same time.
it could have been somebody who was deceiving him. There are plenty of demons who impersonate people to exploit them.
He knew about Aramis's past and how he became what he is.
Okay, so high-powered demon. Or one of those unfathomable.
We
It could
definitely
have
watched.
even been an archfey.
We definitely watched him torture Eula in her mind.
Okay. Mind games aren't enough evidence.
He took blood from her. We watched it.
Did you watch him? Like appear? Did you see a face?
No, we
Do you know his name?
saw the shadow.
Shadow Man.
And he won't tell anyone his name. Aramis even asked him his name.
It's on the Shadow Man.
What I know is that he is the Queen of Air and Darkness's fiance.
How do you think you ran across a monster more than you ran across his father?
Why did it be both?
Queen Air is engaged to a vampire, not a human.
Yes, it's
I've heard any of this conversation.
No.
No,
I'm blind, not deaf, bitch.
we're not at the room, and we're definitely not yelling it. And you are on a second-story floor. We are in the living room.
You don't even know right now. Shush.
Shush, Willem. Everyone's keeping secrets from me, apparently.
It's okay.
You're so sure that his dad was human?
That is what he thinks his dad is.
He didn't exactly explode when he went into the sun. We went to go buy kumquats.
Oh, that works. That's not actually how vampires work in D&D.
Yes.
It's a fruit.
What?
Because come on now.
It wasn't my fruit of choice, Dad.
Tell me if I heard this.
An orange-like
Roll a
fruit.
perception check.
Do I get advantage because my other senses are heightened because I'm blinded?
Yeah, I'd make you roll disadvantage because you weren't ready for it.
You also
blind,
weren't
not
trying,
deaf.
you also
Exactly.
weren't trying to listen because you didn't know we were coming.
I'm just trying to find my way around the room, so I'm trying to use any sense I got.
I'm gonna say normal roll.
Okay.
A small group of fruit-bearing trees in a flowering
I didn't
plant
hear.
family.
Damn.
They're like oranges, but oblong.
Yes.
9.
I don't think you heard it.
You hear the noises, so like you know someone's downstairs.
I can't quite make what you're saying.
You can't even quite tell who is saying.
Yeah. None of y'all,
It's Gamora.
none of y'all know what Zenith looks like.
Mm-mm.
And none of y'all know that.
Technically, no, Tom didn't even.
No.
No.
No one knows what Zenith looks like.
Yeah. Okay.
And no one knows that the Queen of Air and Darkness said, I'll only retake the Feywild with him by my side. Or I'm going to retake the Feywild with him by my side, because that all happened in Eula's memories. No one was there. Continuing.
No, but I know his name. It's in our history books.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I know that name very well. Because it's in our history books and I recited that shit for days. So here we go, guys.
God damn it.
What did I do?
Is his name Zenith?
You're going to make me fight Zenith, the kid who hate him.
Maybe, I don't know. At some point, we have to have Aramis' therapy check.
Send you down there right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just pointing it out that I haven't done it yet.
I don't think his name's in the history.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Aya is not in the
He
history
is the
books,
one
but
that got
Zenith
marked
is.
out.
But Zenith is.
Okay, I will recall. This is what you specified before his name was.
Denver, stop looking.
I'm not reading, it's too small.
Maybe we should return to the idol.
Maybe.
Anyways,
I think it's
Dennis. Who's that?
where my
Well, if his name is not Zenith, then I guess you were good. He's in the history books. Okay.
I always slept through those lectures.
Yeah, I know. I had to recite it to my mother.
Wait, which part was I just supposed to read?
You're supposed to confirm that it's your father's name.
Jesus over there
That is
reading.
all you were supposed to do. I hope you know your backstory.
To a J word and he just
George?
never.
I'm sorry.
No, 'cause it's on George. I knew it wasn't George when he said it.
It is Jerome.
He told us George.
I said
George of the jungle, watch out.
Jerome.
Jerome.
Jerome sounds a little slightly more intimidating, so we're going with Jerome.
Jerome, the dark one.
Here, I will purge it from my mind.
That's not
He
George.
won't remember it.
Next week, Quentin Aramis refers to his father, George.
It's
All right.
Jerome. It's in my
Guys.
notes now.
Go back.
It's spelled kind of interesting.
That'll happen.
Alright, so are we gonna go back to the scene or is everyone done with
No, I want to go back to the scene.
Go back to the scene.
Or Eula, did you respond to hearing the voices
And we're like,
other than the normal screaming?
just. Well, hello there.
They're downstairs.
I'm not gonna say it.
Helen will met kind stranger.
Anyways, so what are you two doing outside dish?
Sitting,
with Alex as an Ajax.
sitting on a stump as far away from the house as I can reasonably get without it seeming socially inappropriate.
Okay, buddy, everything
So
about
pretty
this
far.
is just what is wrong?
I don't know why you guys think something has to be wrong.
Because I know your usual social awkward self, and it's not this.
What? Hold on. I just have no idea why every particle of pocket screaming don't go towards the house. And also, he found he's finally got his actual family again, and then you have him, and she has fucking what's her nuts, and so then that just leaves me alone with my dad, who's getting married to the big bad queen bitch of the Feywild, and that's just fucking diddly-tastic.
You think we're gonna leave you?
I don't like the fact that I saw Megan pick up her phone and then someone's phone vibrated.
I don't fucking guess why not. Hey, what do I add to this motley shit group? The whole thing with my dad being kind of the thing was like he could be the one kidnapping kids for all I know, and he caused the what's his nuts thing with the that one bitch with the really big titties who made us all go blind in the middle of that courtyard, and the star dragon. Yeah, he was responsible for that.
I mean, yeah.
Not the Star Dragon. Eula was responsible for the Star Dragon.
Yeah, but
Eula was responsible for all of it,
the
actually.
reason that we all almost died because he got rid of the whole protection thing.
But he got rid of the protection thing, yeah?
And I'm stuck in this goddamn thing, and I've been trying to figure out a way to not be stuck in this goddamn thing this entire time, and I haven't figured it out. That's like some next level necromancy shit, and I don't do that. That's not how I roll. Like, necromancy people don't do that for a reason. It's not gonna. It's because it's really bad for other people.
I think I understand that. Very much not liking a lot of bringing back the dead for other reasons. But you're not in this alone, Aramis. We're gonna help you figure this out. Why did you think we would just all ditch you? We want to help each other, and if that's one thing that you really need help doing, we're gonna be there for you.
You guys can do this without me.
Absolutely not.
Yes, you can.
We need your fireball.
You don't need jack shit.
Your mom.
The only thing you need is him.
Your mom
If that's all you can here for, why do you stay with us?
I don't know. Because the closest thing I had to a mother is going off and finding kids, and then if I leave her, then I'm alone again.
You're the one that wanted to find kids.
Multiple times.
Eula's the one who at the very first session went, I don't need it.
I don't think you guys should.
I know, but I'm just letting you know, Bradley.
I'm trying to have a moment.
In case you needed to retcon anything.
We're reminding you, you were the reason why you and Eula are here.
Forgot where the fuck I was, guys. Dang.
She literally just
You
said,
think we're gonna leave you?
Yeah.
Well, why do you hang around? Is what you just said.
Yeah, so it's Brad's turn to
Yeah.
answer me.
Bradley did answer you.
Did he?
He said, the closest thing I have to a mom is one to find kids and gonna leave me.
Nice. I wasn't there for knowing that Eula didn't want to find kids.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
So yeah, I don't know.
You can't rely on anyone else. You have to rely on yourself. I learned that lesson when I was a child.
I mean,
You know how I learned that lesson? By hiding from bears and wolves and all the other fuck wild things that regular people don't know about when they go piss in the dark when they get out of their little walls. And I was powerless whenever one of them stopped, and I promised I would never be that powerless again. That's how I learned to blow things up. Because when the next time I get tackled by a bear, I'm not gonna run or have both my arms broken and have to spend 6 months trying to figure out how to scrounge food together while my arms are like this. The next time I see a bear, I'm gonna shove a fireball down its throat until the only thing left is the charred remains of its skeleton. Except replace bear with every goddamn thing we fought on the way here.
and you're really good at that too. Why does you thinking that we don't need you have you like you're just going to fight everything? Why do you have to fight everything? Are we not still your friends?
Are you?
Thought we were.
Just gonna. I'm not gonna say anything.
For what it's worth, we definitely still have a room back at the manor. And I hope that whenever we finish whatever this is, that you'll go back there with us, because I love Eula to death, but I swear to God, I don't think she should run that place by herself. We are gonna have way too many cannons if she does.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not just gonna go sprinting off and over in that direction because I'm in a stranger in a strange land, and I will not last 30 minutes here by myself.
Good. And just know if you ever do need to talk about anything else, don't you? Because we do love you. I love you.
I've had a couple people say that to me during my life.
I don't like to lie, so you know it's the truth.
Hmm.
Great.
How dare you make my character go through this?
I'm so glad Eula did not hear that.
Eula doesn't hear anything.
Oh, shit on that dude doing.
Yeah, because I don't know if I can keep up the RP charades if Eula was around for that.
Oh yeah, no. If Eula was around for that, you would have seen Eula turn around and just cry.
If you ever make that fictional cry because of something you tells me to do, I'm going to throw hands.
We're gonna fight the DM.
I made my choices and I stick by them. But what I had whispered that you guys heard was
Yeah.
during that performance.
Yes, you have.
Did you give yourself your inspiration, by the way?
I don't have a pencil.
Dude, we have like here.
Hermes, you're no longer upset. Calm down.
No, I am. You don't understand. My level of upset is directly proportional to how close I am to that house.
Why do you not want to go in the house?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So back to Elaine's girl?
This is gonna be real fun when we teleport into the house one time.
No, we're gonna. So what's the feeling you get the closer you go to the house? Is it just screaming at you don't go into the house?
No, it's like the closer in proximity I get to it, the more angsty and pissy I get, like a 13-year-old who's just saying, no, he can't go to the minstrel's concert. He's not old enough. No, you're missing the point.
I know, I was trying to make a joke. I'm sorry, it wasn't funny.
This is something that he's joking to you. There's zero change in facial
I
expression.
fucking love your face
Because
all the time. You do that shit all the time, so yes, it is.
No. Like Aramis does that, but like he has no facial muscles. There's no changing.
I know, but you say it all the time, so Aramis also says it all the time. So yes, it is the face of joking. Constant joking face. I love it. You said you said this country. No, you. That's not what I said.
GM, you shut the fuck up and stay over there.
Don't you dare put words in my mouth.
The time you're allowed to put words in my mouth is whenever I'm possessed, and even then, calm it down.
You sit down by your stuff and be like, well, if you want to go in the house, I want to go with
She sent you another message.
No, she.
Woman,
What did I do?
calm down with all the hurting.
I'm not hurting.
You're hurting us.
I am not.
Emotionally, you're hurting Aramis.
I'm sorry.
You're not.
You don't gotta do it.
I'm not hurting him. Hurting him emotionally.
Pull up her phone, sends more messages.
Oh, fuck it.
Look at his face. What did you do, woman?
Am I still blind? Am I still blind?
Probably not.
Awesome. I realized there's no teleportation circle in this room.
Walk straight across the hall.
I go across the hall to the second door
On the left.
on the left. and open it. I spend the next 10 minutes copying the teleportation circle.
I don't like that face. I don't like that face. I
I
don't
will
like that
prove to you that
face.
you made a mistake.
Yeah, you think you've made a mistake? She's gonna commit to it, but
You think you've made a mistake? I will double down. We will keep going this Cold War until this entire campaign is burned.
you're fucking set there first.
That's my prison, and I tackle you.
You don't want to watch that
Oh,
fight.
is your dad in your head again?
I made no comment. I'm not allowed to.
Yeah, your dad's in your head again. When you said, I guess. When you said, I guess mine prison, I tackle you.
I don't know if he's actually in your head.
No, you don't get a high five for that, you heartless bastard.
Exactly what's going on.
You don't get a shit. You get nothing from me.
You get an evil eye.
Don't touch my hair. You don't deserve that. You don't get that.
You don't get the fluffy gold red-haired gamer boy.
It was her mom.
Nice.
It's the
Hi,
good
Fred.
one.
Before Bradley tackles me.
Be getting stressful tonight.
I did not come home to have my game of fantasy and whimsy. Just adds to the amount of tension in my shoulders.
I mean, you know, we were getting to this point. It's gonna happen to all of us.
Love you. I just want to know.
Listen,
I just want
she
you to know.
got from the roots too.
Hey, I just want you to know one thing. You got wonderful thighs. I love how much you care for Eula.
So sexy, you forgot that
You're
word.
so sexy.
The Chuck and Sarah just went, so shit. You have amazing eyes yourself.
You're tearing it.
It's so much better than my mom ever treated me. No, we are.
I have good thighs, and you can use these thighs as stock pots.
It's a good show
I can make some good soup up in your thighs. Sorry, back to the weirdos.
I want
Going to, guys, it's Scare with the Lane.
You did this shit.
Okay, you have this long to be happy.
No, it's fine. Scare with the Lane. We're good. We're good.
The rest of us are not. Glad you're good.
I didn't even hear what he said because I was so telling myself Scare with the Lane.
I forgot where we were.
Elaine had just basically said, who's sinners?
Okay, yeah. Who's in it?
Someone from the history books.
I don't know General Kieran on a personal level.
What was that name? I gotta write it down.
Kieran? Kearne.
Oh, if I didn't have to be out at age tomorrow, you'd know it'd be thrown back down. You'd know.
What? Name sounds familiar.
Come back what?
You know it'd be thrown back that paint sounded like it was water.
Zenith Kieran. From the Kieran clan.
What is it? She said Zenith.
Because she didn't say Zenith. She said, I don't know General Kieran on a personal level, but
Yeah.
his name is Zenith.
I know I heard Kieran and I was like,
I think whenever he signs his documents, he signs it with like a J or maybe an H.
A J. You say.
A G, you say.
You said what?
Honestly, a lot of the generals I work with don't even know my real name. They tend to just refer to me as the fair lady.
speaking of being called the Fair Lady.
Yeah.
Why was there a random vampire that stabbed me?
I needed to bond you.
So you had us trapped in the black dome,
What do you mean?
Well, we got stuck in a black dome and they tried to murder us, and then all of a sudden I got stabbed.
That wasn't their orders.
Well, that's what happened. I got stuck in a black dome with all of us, and
I don't even.
then all of us.
Describe to me.
So I was standing with Kai right behind me, and all of a sudden a black.
Person.
No, it was a vampire.
Don't you know all vampires
You never
fly?
explained the vampire to me. I don't know why you expect me to
You
explain
could
the
say
vampire to
they're
her.
dead now.
She's like, yeah.
I don't know.
No, they're
Quickly
dead.
explained to me, said vampire, so I can explain to Elaine said vampire because you never told us.
One had a staff. One had a staff.
You don't.
He was a little taller than I am.
Thank you. You just described 90% of my troops.
It's the one specifically holding the dagger. Did you give the dagger to specifically one person?
I don't have to give him the dagger. One of my female vampires
Well, it was definitely a male.
who happen to not be taller than you. Which means
Well, a male taller than me is now dead.
That's what you're going with. That's what you're
I'm sorry, but when I get stabbed, I stab back, sis. And my stab was a little harder than his stab. But as he died, he said the fair lady.
Sends her regards.
I'm pretty sure it was that.
Was it Center Regards? I want to make sure I got it right.
pencil.
Somewhere like that. That was a lot of months ago. It has been a hot minute since we have been.
That has been a long time. That was pre-recording times.
Maybe we should have just went through all of our notes again for this conversation.
It's fine. We're fine.
Everything's fine. 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 Everything's fine.
Shit, that was really far in my notes up here.
So I'm
No.
not sure exactly what went on in that whole mission
Nope.
because the ones I'd sent returned and said the mission went off with hits.
It's not.
But according to you, you slayed them, and that's why I never received the dagger back. They said they dropped it on the return home.
They dropped it and you're gonna accept that answer?
I dropped
They fucking dropped it.
Dropped it and you
If I ever find out that you bet Elaine bought you dropped it, I'm gonna be so pissed.
No. So back to what I was doing because they screwed it up. The statement is. So back to what I was saying. The vampire that stabbed me when I killed them, they said the fair lady. Wait, was it the vampire killed? Let me make sure. Yes. So the vampire that stabbed me, I killed him, and as I killed him, he said, "The fair lady misses you." But then there was an arachnomancer with them,
An arachnomancer.
and he said the Dark Queen and her general send their regards, Prince, as the dome went down.
Arachnomancers aren't very efficient.
has pieces of the vampire still.
Yeah, we can help you fucking take it apart. I said, you dumbass, let's do it.
That's whenever we started our stupid stuff together.
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't remember that.
Interesting.
Not the vampire thing, but I know that I did stupid shit.
I mean, you do. She doesn't.
I could probably request you guys visit.
We already have a lot of requests. Is it Eula has one? Aramis has one. I'm pretty sure my aunt would love to see me. Guys, y'all are completely talking when I just dropped that to Elaine.
Your aunt?
Yeah, Queen Erin Darkness is my aunt, sis. Yeah.
I suppose that makes sense.
What makes sense?
I do not have clearance to give those directives over freely.
I know all about that.
It's not you. It's complicated, okay? Elaine didn't exist for 12 years. That's why I was called the Fair Lady and why so few people actually know my name.
Fine, I'm not mad at you. I was meaning I know all about the queens of this realm not allowing their generals to share information with others.
I can share my information freely with my other generals.
Yeah, so can I.
I need clearance to be able to share with somebody else.
Yeah, so do I.
But knowing our relation, I'm fairly certain Her Majesty would allow it. She takes parapetite on seriously. That's why I was permitted leave. Despite the to be a lot busier.
With the war?
The same level of we got Prince Scaramouche.
Yeah.
Because I already fucking know.
I figured your mother would have waited a bit longer before she shared that information.
Well, my mom didn't share that information with me. I took some drugs, okay? And I somehow learned to scribe because of these drugs. And I was thinking about my mom and I popped up in her office. And there was a letter on her desk and she looked really pissed. And I noticed the letter because we have also found one in Noble's pocket. That was from the Queen of Air and Darkness. So it looked just like it. Well, my mom opened the letter and I got to read it and it was talking about there being a war in a month. And then right after that, I contacted my mother and said, what the fuck? And then I got informed, we have a lot to talk about when you get back.
Well,
You on the battlefield?
So care to explain to me what I'm going to have to be doing in a month?
Her Majesty, Queen Aya, has decided it is finally time for her to ascend her proper place on the throne and overthrow her mother's elitist ideals.
And so instead of doing all this on their own, they of course have to bring in all the citizens and get them in danger by having a war.
There's a reason why it's taking a month before we charge.
Are you expecting evacuation? I can tell you right now, Tony doesn't give two shits.
No, but the Wild Hunt's taking care of the evacuation. Or
Okay.
however his methods are.
You're expecting Oberon to do something?
Oberon's not a hunt cloud.
Oh, good. You're not expecting Oberon to do something. He's a worthless piece of shit.
He's actually pretty useful.
How's he useful to you, Elaine?
Well, I couldn't find the fuck again to be a map of compass and a giant light shining up in the sky.
Mother wiped his memories. Isn't it strange that your stepfather never mentioned anything about your mom having an aunt? Or a sister? Not an aunt. You having a sister.
We need to have a poster behind Megan that has a tally and the list. And
Guys,
it's
this is
all,
a really serious moment. Y'all just keep rolling things or making random comments.
Rebecca.
We'll have the comment later. But yes, we should have a tally about the amount of times I've gone. We're keeping it, and you can also keep a time of the amount of times I make you betray your friends.
Ouch.
Just to keep yourself.
I think you need to look at the back side of it first. Okay.
Anyways. You never found it odd that he never would have thrown it in your face?
No, all the being thrown in my face was poison. And shoved down my throat and put in my drinks and put in my food. And shot at me and but you already know that, sis.
He asked for a pardon in exchange for memories. So, Her Majesty has been restoring some of his memories. Keep an eye on the palace.
Does that have anything, any reason to do with why he was pissed when he got there and him and my mom had a big argument?
And I don't keep up with that particular side of it. I know she kind of finds him annoying and whiny. Dreadfully whiny. And I know him and General Kieran get along rather well. Mm. What's all this about? Not the question. Why specifically about the fiance?
Well, because he apparently has the abilities to jump into both Aramis and Eula's minds at will.
Well, the best I can do is permit you access into the unsealy court and you guys could investigate it. I don't think it would be ideal if I helped more than that.
I would never ask you to do anything that will get you in danger again, Elaine.
If you guys already have invitations yourself, that would draw some suspicion away from me. But unless I have concrete evidence to present to Her Majesty, he's not exactly prone to needless executions of her fiance.
I'm not just going to throw blame on anybody when I get there. I am a trained general.
You a lot, which is odd because don't you have siblings?
I do have siblings. I had 3. I only have 2 now.
Yeah, she talks about you the most out of her niece and nephews. And semi-recently, she had been talking about an old friend returning.
Probably Eula.
Your friend doesn't look that old.
There's a lot there.
I appreciate the not spilling everyone else's secrets.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Aya gave Eula an invitation herself. Not in person, but I'm pretty sure she got the invitation straight from Aya.
We have a lot of catching up to do, and I have 4 hours before I need to return.
Well,
Unfortunately.
take the time you need to see if you can get invitations. Or just tell me you casually or bond it to me now and you can do that.
I didn't have a lot of time. That's why I had to send somebody else to do the painful part as opposed to doing it myself. There was a very specific time frame I had to work with to actually get this to work. And it's a bit experimental. We'll see if it properly set in the month. Or any of that. I should do. It's not exactly normal for somebody to be added to a pre-existing bond, you know?
Yeah. I didn't think it was a possibility.
I didn't either.
But hey. You wanna know how much I wanted you to be bonded with me? He's gonna like slowly undo his shirt and pull it to the side and show her the flower that he had carved into him. Her favorite flower carved into him. Right at the bond.
Unnaturally cold fingers are going to like craze it and just be like, why did you say that? What was the point of this? In your head, it wasn't going to bond me. You didn't even heal it properly. It's scarred.
I wanted it to be same way Ajax's and Analysis are. Have you not seen their bonds? Have you really not seen Alice's shirtless since you got here?
That wasn't the important thing when I returned, you know? I'm not the same person. But they were okay with still accepting me.
It's because Alatus is in love with you. He hasn't stuffed.
You might be in love with Elaine, but Elaine was gone. What if he's not in love with the fair lady? We don't have time for this. There are other more pressing matters than this, and we can talk about this later.
What else do you need to talk about then?
What are y'all's plans?
Well, clearly, I guess we need to go see Aya. But I think we'll stay here at the house and figure out what we need to do for a while.
I'll have to return this evening. So I guess I'll meet you there.
Can you stay and look at the stars with me? I ain't had my starlight in 12 years, you know.
I'll probably have to go shortly after the stars really get into view. But a few stars have hurt.
You know what? You should just stay with me, okay? Yeah. And then if you get there late, tell Aya it is because of Scara and Eula. Maybe you'll get some free passes.
That's not how this works. There are rules for a reason, and I must follow them.
And we break rules all the time, Elaine.
12 years ago. I didn't have these obligations then.
One night, Elaine. I just want you for one night. "12 years of following the rules and you can't give your own brothers one night?" I almost died getting here to you.
And she kind of just stiffens up a bit, and she's just like, oh. I'll contact Her Majesty and see if I can pull anything. but I will probably have to leave early in the morning.
I'll take them. Just want you for a night.
No more.
Okay.
All right, what's going on in the other parts of the?
I mean, I'm guessing at this point I finished my teleport my 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I would have gone back outside.
You'd have found me sitting next to Aramis because he didn't want to go in and said that I was going to sit with him.
All right. And what were you two doing?
Assumed we had been chatting, but he'd been quiet, so probably. But
Malachi was talking to himself.
I was.
And Aramis was just.
I was like, you know what? I'll get you my daughter. You know what your mom did to me? Mother figure, sure, Mitchell. I don't feel it. Did you see that shit?
Well, Malachi, with an invigorating story about how you were turned into a true insect.
Okay, so humor's not what you want right now.
Do you want me to show you the math on why it's physically impossible for me to just magic myself a body?
I want to say yes, but I also want to say no.
It has been brought to my attention by my compatriots that one was just trying to figure out how to do it myself. Well, first of all, A, necromancy. B, there's a big difference between making that go boom and creating some sort of weird flesh homunculi that I can just pop into. And C, I've tried. You know, all the spell research I've been scribbling on the walls this entire time?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've been doing. Is every possible avenue that I can find that doesn't involve torturing children or old people or skinning puppies or a less hyperbolic version of doing some pretty whack ass shit in order to craft myself now perfect little meat suit.
Hmm.
And as much as I would very much love to not sound like I'm talking to a bell all the time, and despite my current cantankerous attitude, I'm not going to go around skinning puppies and murdering children.
Probably a good thing to do. I didn't say you had to go skin puppies and children.
I've studied it, you know. I've studied necromancy.
I have to. Probably not as much as you have, but it does fascinate.
Okay, now you're sounding like a super bomb.
Y'all are aware that healing spells are classified as necromancy, right? This is when you would come up.
Mine are.
This is when you would come up.
Like, you're gonna go through my damn spells. Some of them are not great.
That is what necromancy is, darling. You know the spell where I can heal? That's classified as necromancy.
I just got a new spell that is necromancy. Harm. Then Freak Torch. Half
Not
of my damn spells
all
are
of it.
necromancy.
Not all of it is healing, yes. But healing falls underneath necromancy. Not all necromancy is healing, but all healing is necromancy.
No. What you're thinking of is the difference between like divine magic and like necromancy. Divine magic is asking your godly sugar daddy to, hey, can you close my bullet wound?
I don't have one of those, darling, and I can do it.
That's
Well,
not how my
I
magic works.
studied enough with the magic schools on my own, and I know that healing falls underneath necromancy, because necromancy is defined, and I know you know this, as the manipulation of life and death. Healing is life. So not all necromancy is bad.
You're giving me a lecture on magic?
Apparently I have to at this point.
No, you did not.
The audacity of that bitch.
The audacity of the wizard learning something new that he didn't learn himself. The arrogance. The audacity. The panache.
Darling,
Darling.
tell me what's wrong.
I am stressed out.
Thank you. I'm stressed about your father as well.
I'm stressed about my father. And Scaramouche's sister weirds me out for some reason.
Same.
I mean, she's technically an undead thing.
Oh! Well, that increases the amount of that helps. That helps so much. You know, the things that have tried to kill us since we got here. That is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, it's great. It's amazing. This probably has to do with partially the reason why Scara had that dream last night. Or earlier this morning.
Can you feel that? There's a tension in the air. Something is off. And it's just waiting for the moment for us to all snap on each other.
Prestidigitation, scissors, start snipping there. Yes, you can cut it with scissors.
Did you know that if you cut a tripwire, it sets off a landmine? Wait a minute, no, we're in fantasy. Landmines don't exist. Did you know that if you cut the tripwires without
warning?
Well, the trap on top of the house was essentially some variant of magic alchemical mine bullshit.
It was
It was a
big.
glyph of warding, more or less.
if you don't disarm the trap before snipping the wire, then the mine explodes.
But if you're out of range, it doesn't hurt you.
But you
But if
can't
you're beefy enough, you can just tank it.
Okay,
Yes.
A, you can't outrange emotional damage.
Yeah, I know that.
In
That's
B,
why I'm here to fix it.
in B, you clearly have never been blown up by a landmine before.
I
Yet-
might have, I don't know.
I mean, she does regenerate. What would happen if she does? Not saying that I want to kill you, but also a note for me.
Have you done what I've asked you to do?
Nope.
I am uncomfortable with
I
having my
didn't
brain
know.
peered into. Thank you very much.
Exactly.
You didn't know that was happening?
You never knew about that.
What are you talking about exactly?
All right, she asked me to read your thoughts, and I felt that was insensitive, and that's why I asked
That
you.
is invasion of privacy.
Exactly, which is why I didn't do
And
it.
this is your quote unquote mother figure, knowing that something is very off and you will not talk to me or anyone else about it until I sent the damn therapist over here to talk to you. So I am trying to make sure my little armor set that I love very deeply.
Oh, is
It's
that what
okay.
I am to you? Just an armor set.
Oh, shit.
No. You are Aramis, the fire wizard who has amazed me time and time again by learning more and more things that I thought were impossible and showing them to me before my very eyes.
Get up.
No!
Get up and get cover right now.
All first.
This player DM fight is brought to you by 3-Star Gamer.
I haven't been because I'm pissed and this is my own turn.
I didn't listen to you.
So how's everybody doing? I love how I'm the only one who can be seen right now because you're not a video camera.
I'm
Your
not to be.
head's kind of in it. Like the back of like a corner of your head. You're in that one corner over there.
So I don't care.
Yeah. You know,
There's a bunch of just rocks.
you know what the Minotaur would say about a situation like this?
What?
This is utterly horrible.
All right, let's not start with the fucking jaw jokes again.
Then Megan with Oberon shit was honestly pissing Sparrow off.
Nice. I mean, I'm loving it. Let's go.
Shit. Okay.
What is that, guys? We don't know. We don't have an inside the scoop box room camera. I'm sorry. We don't know it. I guess y'all don't know it. We don't know it together. We could be friends that way.
I love how you were like, thank you for not dropping everybody's secrets. And she's like, she also said an old friend, probably Eula. Eula doesn't look that young. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot in those thighs.
There's a lot more going there than just tits and thighs.
So my statement would be redone. And probably the only three people in the world who know it besides Eula is Titania.
Well, you looking mighty fine.
Zen-
Like you
Hey,
didn't get fucked up.
Tanya A.N. Oberon?
No, not
I'm
Oberon.
doing this for your own
Aya
good.
and Zenith.
Oh, I so wanted to just slap the shit out of you.
We are about to fuck.
You know, I was scared for your life when you said I'm doing this for your own good and that hand came up like this. I was like, no, honestly.
I almost did it involuntarily.
Like I was waiting for this.
I want this to work.
I
Violence.
wanted to just go.
I was waiting on the next throat grab when you were just like,
I
Okay,
throat
he would not have
grab
done that.
I throat grab you.
Don't
Oh,
you?
that sounds really. This workplace violence is brought to you by.
I'm sorry, this is a very toxic workplace.
Yeah. Stephen wants to eliminate us.
I don't
toxic
think
DMs.
I don't think the liquidators of Chernobyl had as much of a toxic workplace as this.
All right. So what's Aramis's response?
You don't have to go there. It's not good.
Yeah. She had to say yet.
oh.
In the arms of a dragon.
told you. This is to help you.
Do you know what other people say? When you know who else says that?
His dad.
Domestic abusers.
Shit.
Literally all I'm getting in my mind right now is that I can just say it.
Don't worry, honey. I'm doing this for your own good.
Basically, all I'm getting is Megan said, "You're gonna doubt that any of these people love you." It's like, but it's for your own good.
All I'm getting is, you know how you have anxiety when you don't take your medication? That's what Aramis is right now.
No. This is like angsty 13-year-old Nirvana My Chemical Romance angst.
Once again.
cranked up to 11.
Once again, it's none of them love you, but don't worry, it's development.
And so you can understand that they do love you. All right, hit me with it.
I am trying to remember what you said because I wasn't literally seeing red when she was making her stupid damn face, but it was not far
Yeah.
off.
Shit.
You have literally surprised me time and time again by doing the impossible before my very eyes.
Well, we live in the land of the impossible, so it's not exactly like that's a high bar.
I'm not talking about since you got here. Back in the material plane, you surprised me time and time again. You surprised me from the moment we met at that crazy festival and that crazy fight.
How insightful you are to say just the right thing to both make me feel better and incredibly annoyed at the same time.
It's a specialty, darling. I don't know what being mouth to me.
He's not Rain. He can't read lips.
I think it was, I hate you. I hate this.
No. This is what I hate you looks like.
That made no sense. That was this is.
Okay.
You, if you could handle this, you cannot blame me for you saying yes.
So what's your safe word, Bradley?
Watch. We've been over this.
Damn it, you're gonna make me cry over how I'm gonna hurt this fictional dragon lady.
Let's go. Show your true emotions.
You have to hurt Eula? Damn.
No, I don't want to.
I never said you had to hurt her.
You have to betray her. You got told, betray your friends.
So,
I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep it down. It's Aramis is just staring at you for like at least half a minute. No expression, no thought. His almost shaking a little bit. You can barely hear it. It's just like,
after about 10 seconds of silence,
Just a lot longer than you think.
which is a lot longer than you think, and just the noise, it's just.
give me the bag of holding.
It's the money.
Give me the bag of holding.
You know, give it a bag of holding. Stuff him in the bag of holding, I guess.
Very muffled screams. Like just blood curdling, like
wants to go in.
deep in the diaphragm screams. Hold on, I need to go get Pikachu.
This stream sponsored by
Definitely gonna suggest to Lane that we go out of the house after our conversation.
Bring it in.
Especially when we saw Eula go out the
Don't
house.
go after the house.
Don't come out of the house. Don't come out of the house, apparently. This is your warning.
Ah, shit.
Go.
Come on in, scream.
This scream was brought to you by Rambler.
We
You
come
told me I
out.
scream like a bitch. She has told me that before.
We come out of the house the moment Aramis is getting shoved in the bag.
Then you hear this game.
Well, it's muffled, and I'm assuming it's muffled to y'all, which he clearly said he walked as far away from the house as he could to sit down.
Yes.
Bradley, I hate to tell you, but you might need to look at your phone still because DM has their phone.
Now, she's
Yes.
gonna randomly send everybody shit. We're gonna be like, well, fuck. Please don't.
After your
My bad, I
scream
didn't do that.
subsides, I pull you out. Feeling any better?
No. Not really.
Well, I know this is something that I cannot fix no matter how much I wish to. But just know that if you need to talk, I love you and I'm here for you.
I'm going to end your life.
That's mommy. Mommy Yoda, give a little baby boy kiss.
You're on the forehead.
You're doing a fantastic job.
I hate you.
Your acting skills are on par.
I hate you.
I don't know if it's acting sometimes.
I took
Say out loud.
4 years of an acting class, and guess what? They paid off, ladies and gentlemen.
I took 4 years of acting too.
But
Holy shit! You were forensics too?
Wasn't that one? I was just in theater.
Yeah.
I go sit down beside my brothers and just wrap my arms around both of them.
And then after the kiss, and then I just take a few steps back, and I'm going to just kind of go sit by myself.
You're
on the
not
side.
sitting by yourself. I'm sitting next to you, although I'm still all next to you.
Right here.
I'm gonna walk off like 10 feet and then be by myself and just wait. Not going to force him to come to me. I'm going to let him come to me when he wants to.
He did very quickly.
you don't act like he's a rabid dog.
He is your child.
I'm gonna
I know.
lean over to Alex and just be like, what's going on over there?
Well, it's his name tag. It drops next year.
You said you walked pretty far away.
Look,
From the
yeah, I can
house.
see you guys. I'm not.
You're whispering.
You said you
He's
walked
like-
pretty far away from the house. Was what
Yeah, I
you're
see you guys are communicating to each other.
Yeah. So are you whispering from that far away?
I like whisper shouting.
I can tell you're whispering to each other.
I said he looked hot.
I'm gonna fuck your mom. Obviously.
Joke's on you. I don't know.
That's what he was. I mean, just already was hoping for without him take your shot for him.
She's taking this time.
She's with my sister.
He really doesn't get sarcasm, does he?
No.
No, I do.
Yeah, my joke was lost.
It's the thighs, isn't it?
No, he just seemed a little naive.
Yeah, I know. You only want a lane. We all know.
Everyone fucking says it. I get it by now.
Then do something about it.
Alice.
No, yeah, fuck him up.
Alice. I love you, bro. But you're not always the best one to try to talk to somebody when they're upset.
He's gonna get up and he's gonna walk and he's gonna be like, the world's gonna fuck you up till you either become a broken stone or a weapon. Deal with it.
Yeah, that was harsh and not at all true.
No, it's true.
Mm,
I'm going to also say Alice says the same thing, and Elaine goes, "No, it's true." Like,
We got that.
It's like we all have trauma.
Spaghetti's all.
I mean,
everybody.
Eula's doing okay. She's just like upset that this is happening.
Trust me, we've seen your memories. No, you're not.
I'm okay.
This current rendition of Eula is brought to you by I'm okay.
compared to the rest of it today, Eula is fine.
He's gonna go and he's just gonna go and just land on you guys and be like, y'all are so fucking lumpy.
Just gonna shift myself and be like, all right, I'll make myself more comfortable just for you.
Obviously.
Yeah, you get to learn the lesson of the world of the shithole that's gonna spit me out twice.
Hey, Aramis,
Hmm.
are you really okay? You kind of look like you don't want to be at my house.
Why is everybody asking me these questions?
Because you look like shit.
You look like you don't want to be at my house.
Well, so do you, you fucking ice cube.
Who'd you say that to?
Thank you.
Seriously, dude, I met bricks who were less dense than you were. Well, dense may not be the right word, but blunt, maybe? I don't fucking know. You get the point.
Man, it's almost like he's never met a monk
Sure.
before.
Ajax has a mirror you could borrow.
Oh, I know I'm dense.
Man, it's almost like he's never seen a monk before.
Oh, were you like one of those people who were like Zen with spirit and all that shit? Don't look at me like that. I know nothing about those. I am ignorant, and I will not apologize for that.
Exactly, you do you.
You will either be a very strong weapon or a very crumbled rock.
So far, the wake of scorched vampires is implying something more to the weapon side, but it could easily be rock. I'm not exactly going to be hundo percento if I'm just kicking it out by myself.
He's a weapon. And then emotions kick in, and then he becomes a rock.
Sometimes I think I literally am a weapon. But all I do is explode things. I explode things and I give people headaches that gives them seizures.
Walks up,
That's not all you do.
grabs by soldiers, turns around while turning around as well. I think that people have exhausted their talk with Aramis tokens today, at least for right now.
Oh no, the Bank of Erebus can make loans.
The Bank of Eula has denied them.
I'm
Eula's
sorry,
bank
Eula.
is a little bigger.
Not the only money Eula's bigger.
Thank you, darling. You finally noticed after all these years, and I'm going to keep walking with him. Just a few. We're gonna go about 50 feet away from everybody.
If they
Ew.
keep walking much further, they're gonna land in a bear trap.
Yeah, I know.
That one wasn't even really supposed to catch anyone. That was just a joke.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of joke traps out there. I told them not to roam.
Something is telling Hermes to not be here, son. And he can't stay.
That's us being 50 feet away.
Are they looking for a bear? They're just gonna step in it.
They don't know there's anything out there.
Feeling any
They
better
have
now?
been warned.
I
that they're
do
trapped.
feel a little bit bad.
We still need to talk to one of them about the whole reason we came to the Feywild. The kids.
Can we like
So if you
talk to them
wish,
near the tree line?
I can
Because
ask
I didn't
that.
feel like such of a twat when I was near the tree line.
I can ask. But also, if you so wish, you could hang out at the tree line and I can come down and talk with them.
Well, I mean, like, I want to be there for it. I was here whenever we were gonna. Part of the whole reason we came here was so I could save the little crouch goblin to get the witch spell.
Yes, I am aware. Okay.
Joe,
What was that?
Joe and can be fine. This was most of the time the crouch goblins.
Good to know, darling. Hang out right here. I will be right back. And I'm going to walk back over to the group.
Hey, Ajax. Sorry, the DM is busy messaging someone.
We're
I'm
going to
assuming it's once again Aramis.
We're going to web you guys from 50 feet away.
It's gonna.
Just smile away, boys. Smile away. Don't piss off the walking cannon.
There's a long message going to someone.
We're all gonna be safe.
We're all going to have a great time.
What in the Hades shit was that?
On a scale of 1 to 10, my friend, we're fucked.
And it went to Aramis because she looked at him.
No. I explained to you very clearly why. You also yelled
Yelled what?
when we were in there.
Yeah, I yelled what Machiavellian shit is that?
We heard something about a horse cock.
Yeah, we heard that by that.
We literally only heard shit was that and horse cock.
I literally never, in any point during that conversation, said the words horse and or cock.
It sounded like a horse cock.
So back to the thing. I literally looked at Ajax and said, "Do you know anything about the missing kids? Other than you tried following them and apparently tried saving them."
My best guess was a bunch of shadow bitches were stealing them, tried to follow them, ended up in a cage. What the fuck was that? Attempted to break out of the cage, stumbled around a fuck ton of rocks, stumbled upon a lane, honestly thought it was a ghost, cried because I figured I was hallucinating to death, and then turns out I wasn't.
See, Elaine, I'm not the only one who saw shadow bitches.
Who saw
Ajax also sees shadow bitches. Kai has seen shadow bitches.
You guys also don't take very good care of yourself.
Kai is a healer. He saw shadow bitches.
Well, Ajax saw you, Elaine, and where did you find him?
Running around the caverns
What cabin?
up north. That's where the unsealed court is held. Underground. There were hundreds of miles of it.
You know, the shadow guy is somewhere up north.
Still remember where he's at?
He's still up north, right?
In fact, from what you can guess, was perfectly parallel from where you guys are. Like if you folded the
If I took a paper and went, yep. I touch him. Nice.
from Macaroons and Rock, I should specify.
Well, from what I can sense, he's exactly north of us.
You think if we find a shadow there, we find the missing kids?
I have a strong suspicion since Ajax said shadow people were stealing them.
And this is when Mila would walk up. I'm guessing. So, question. Is there any way we could take this conversation to the hillside, please?
Elaine, do you have any more that you could share?
Not that is apparently useful.
What did you want to go?
I'm not sure what is.
Parents want to get away from the house as much as possible, so he asked if we could talk about
It's fine.
the missing kids on the hill.
Oh yeah, he's part of this too. Could we continue this conversation on the hill?
Do I need to join or stay home?
Was this? Yeah. I think you're a pretty big part of it, so I suggest joining.
Elaine, stay here for right now, and we'll go see if the house is what was bothering him. And one of us can contact you to bring you up there. And Altus can stay with you. Because he's kind of blunt and he was at home. So I'll take Ajax. You stay here with Altus. I want you there. But I'll take Ajax up there.
Alright. Should I prepare something to eat?
Always.
I have a sneaking suspicion you never learn.
Joel's actually a really good cook.
You've been feeding him, honestly. It's a miracle.
Mm-hmm. He never learned the thing of don't insult the cook. I had to teach him that on the way here.
Did you not learn from metal cookies?
Oh, I did.
Are you sure you did?
Yeah, I just quickly said something, but don't worry, I fixed it.
Yeah, man, that's how you fix it.
Got it.
I realized I should probably compliment you since I was mean to the chef, so the first thing I thought of was saying your thighs are amazing.
You ruined my good cooking pot.
You're not allowed to touch my cooking stuff.
I don't want to touch the cooking
He
stuff.
scorched it.
How do you scorch a pot that's made to be cooked?
I didn't use natural fire.
How is someone that stupid when it comes to cooking?
Meet my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say he's pretty.
I say he's pretty stupid.
Why can't he be both?
Hey!
I love you. But he can't cook. Even I can cook better than you can.
I'm a good help when it comes to cutting.
No, baby. No.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It's a problem that I can help cut things.
We're just gonna leave that alone until you realize it.
Yeah.
Oh, you meant cutting myself.
There you go. Like
I was
said,
meaning
pretty
cutting
stupid.
food.
All right, and I'm going to walk over to Aramis. We are going to head up to the hill, darling. Let's let that one lead, though, because they live here and they're apparently traps out here. They're wonderful. We love them. Even though I don't think any of the viewers can see them. Like that one can kind of see it.
And where AJ strikes now.
She was
Going to Aramis.
Yep. Alright, so we went to Aaron's. What are we doing at Aaron's?
We are waiting for Ajax to lead the way up the hill. Safely.
Alright. Follow me and preferably don't touch the tree. They might have some
Mine?
Might have what?
The fuck you mean might, bro?
snakes.
Snake.
Well, yeah, I know what a snake is, but what do you mean by might?
I think he means a trap that involves snakes.
Out of all the things, snakes?
Yeah, it's weird. Don't touch the trees.
Venom can fuck you up pretty fast.
Well, I mean, I understand that fairy world venom will, it'll goop the shit out of you, but like snakes do.
We like getting creative.
I mean, y'all had
I
an
mean,
axe
pop
thrown at
things.
y'all's head earlier.
Look,
Yeah, that's pretty
it's one of
average.
the oldest dwarven tricks in the book.
You let Aramis. Yeah, there's something there.
So cliche.
It's just for fun. Not bad. If you want to snuggle with like sprinkles, then go for it, I guess.
Sprinkles.
I don't know. I'm
I feel like Sprinkles isn't as nice as the name gives it off to be.
No, you should definitely try. I mean, he's so small, right, Ajax?
Absolutely not.
Dude, Sprinkles is a fucking Tarrasque, I swear.
Alrighty.
So he's going to take you a little bit away, probably like 120 feet from the house, and it's going to be in a small clearing in the wood. Ideally, don't try to hide at the edge of these woods. Just stay right in the center.
Pretty sure that's what we were doing earlier, was hiding at the edges, so good to know.
Well, this isn't up the hill. This is
Oh.
in the middle of the
Yes.
valley.
Oh, okay.
This particular clearing is suited for an ambush.
What are like the leaves of the trees coated in acid or something?
No.
That was a very
Sound reassuring.
That was a very unconvincing no.
Let's continue, please.
Anyway. The actual inventory of everything we have out here is more Alitus's job. Not mine. I just helped him with a few because I got bored.
Wait, wait, pop off Alice.
He
I think
likes
at
to
one point there's
surprise
like
people.
a sword hanging in the tree somewhere. If you trip the tripwire.
That's
you'll
my
get-
sword, by the way.
You're fine.
Alice
And if you trip the tripwire, you just kind of get right through the head. Shish kebab.
seems like the sort of fellow who's a massive prick, but he's very practical, and you sort of value him for that sort of insight because you wouldn't have it yourself. And I'm talking, and I'm referring to you as myself, by the way.
He's actually not that much of a prick. He's just blunt and doesn't take shit from anybody, and he's gonna let you know exactly what you need to hear. He's a man of few words.
Who do you?
But many bitches.
On God,
Interesting to know.
on God, he pulls the ladies.
They like the silent, deadly type, honestly.
I mean, I'm guessing out here there's not much of a selection, so.
I mean, fuck, man, it's worked better than the bumbling wizard idiot archetype.
Did you not see the number of trainees we had? You'd be amazed at the amount of people that come here and just don't pass the training sessions and have to leave.
I'm guessing that's the amount of people that just are dead.
Yeah, typically they die. But they try to fuck a lot when they first get here.
What?
Probably starts for human contact.
They probably think it's some kind of summer camp where they can learn to stab somebody.
This is no summer camp. You don't just happen here because it sounded fun. Anywho, we're getting off topic. What do we?
Missing children.
Missing children.
Yeah, have we made it to the hills talk yet?
Yes.
He literally said we stopped in a clearing.
And Elena's
Okay.
No, obviously we didn't.
Well, you said you stopped in the clearing, but I didn't know if that was like on the hill or not.
No. Yes.
We went
You literally
into the
said,
forest.
No, it's not on the
up
hill.
the hill.
Denver, come on, dude. I'm cleaning up parts of my phone, even I know the word of the clearing is supposed to be.
What are you paying attention?
Sorry, I misunderstood the scenario which we were in. I thought we were like on the way up the hill.
No, we're not going to the top of the
Got it.
hill.
Got it.
There.
Okay.
Perfect training.
About halfway from the top of the hill to the valley that is designed for those fuck nuggets to ambush bitches. So, you know, have them in a clearing where it's all safe and not full of traps. But if you immediately try to run,
So how are you feeling, darling?
Elaine is still here, right?
Nope.
No, just Ajax.
Just Ajax.
Elaine is at the house. 120 feet from you.
Mm-hmm.
I was nothing to prank. I feel well. I feel pretty good. I'm doing pretty hunky dory. Yeah,
You're more like Aramis now?
the trees are lit. I like what you did with the grass. So sorry for the douchey intro on Aramis. But the exploded guy. It's nice to meet family of a friend.
I feel like you're about to explode my hand off, and I would really
He's
not
not
just an
going to
exploded guy.
explode your hand off.
No.
introduced himself as explosions.
Hit him, but his name's
Here.
exploded guy.
I take my hand off. Pretend you're shaking my hand.
I'm going to take this.
I need
Give
it.
him his hand back.
Hold it into a middle finger.
Give him his hand
You know
back.
I still have control. I throw in a little hand that you know I still have control over that, right?
He just wants you to flip me off. That's all he wants.
But it's funny. I could have did that for free.
He could have just asked. You have.
Come on, you know I got you, boo.
I have 2 hands to flip you off now.
Come on, boo. You know what I mean. Come on, boo. You know what I mean. I got your back.
Yeah, so
I
does
have your
he.
front because that's where like
You have my front?
everything is.
You have my front?
Well, he said he has your back apparently.
No.
I'll watch from the sidelines.
No, see, Kai has his back.
You
I got
just said
everything.
you had his back.
No, you see, it's a sex joke.
Aramis would have said it.
When I first got here, I would have said duh, but the more and more I get here, the more infantile I feel. Or the more infantile everyone else makes me feel.
At least you're self-aware.
It's just
I try to be self-aware. It doesn't always work, but I try.
Oh, missing children.
Yes,
Yeah,
missing
missing
children.
children.
Don't-
Not getting drugged through like caverns and rock would have hurt.
You
I've
know,
been concussed.
Most every normal human entity.
Honestly, I figured the hair would have protected me.
Ajax,
Yeah.
I watched a drider pick you up from the ankle and smack you on a tree, and you didn't think a rock on your head would hurt?
No, being drugged. I wasn't thrown this drug across it.
To be fair, rocks don't hurt that bad.
to be fair, you never walked across gravel when you were a kid.
It doesn't bother me.
How?
I'm a nurse genasi.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's literally.
He has calluses.
He's
Dude, you are calluses.
literally rock.
Your calluses
He's
are
rock hard.
Your calluses are made out of gravel.
What is wrong with you?
I almost did something probably worse than when I said the slave thing.
No. Commit to the fix.
Commit to the bit.
Go ahead.
Commit to getting smacked by someone else in the party.
Look at you, look for that's what that's like.
Do it.
Steve, yeah.
You look, but it's what I'm about to say. Would probably have you look smack me.
Go ahead. No, I'll say it.
Do it again. I need you to say what you said again because I have to do it in time.
I had the attention span of a goldfish. I don't remember what I just said.
You said the thing about walking across rocks.
Oh no. See, gravel is your calluses. You're all calluses.
No, I meant apparently y'all have never walked across rocks before.
I don't remember what.
Apparently, you've never walked
That's
across
exactly what you
calluses.
said.
Apparently, you never walked across rocks before.
No, I had shoes, Aramis.
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry. I was a bit poor to afford shoes, and all the shoes I could make were made out of corn husks. And surprisingly enough, those aren't really great for stopping gravel. They taught me weaving when I was a kid before they, threw me out and left me in a little while.
So glad.
Oh yeah, I'm an orphan.
Damn. Okay. Hermes, we've talked about this.
Okay, but he's family of like one of my closest friends in this place. He gets a freebie.
Mm.
So
Let's
I
get these
suggest
questions. I see your friend too, and he's just gonna sling his arm around and be like, you're like the little brother I never had.
Yay, friendship!
Or wanted you didn't want siblings.
Well, I might have siblings, I don't know. What Mummy and Puppy Dearest were up to.
so.
You call your dad Poppy? That's
I
weird.
do
No, he didn't call his dad
suggest-
anything. He didn't talk to him.
I do suggest that
We talked.
Elaine come up here? Because I feel like she'll be important in these discussions.
Mhm.
She actually doesn't know much about the missing people. Children.
Well, there's other things that could be helpful.
So, do you want me to go get her, or are we
How far away are we from her?
120 feet?
Nice. I'm just going to point in the direction. Can you come up here, please, darling? And she hears me
Eh,
because the message has a range of 120 feet.
nice.
You can give me a short message back, like 1 to 2 sentences, or like 2 to 3 sentences.
On my way.
That'd be great.
Alright, whenever she gets there, what is the first thing said?
Do we all get nice and close? About how far away are we from? About how far apart are we?
I mean, she's just walking to you.
All right. I'm gonna wait till we all get together.
Mm-hmm.
Zone of truth.
Ah, shit.
Make a charisma saving throw.
It's not the house.
Back up.
We all have to make it.
What?
Yeah, it's everyone in the radius.
That's,
I could choose to fail
what
it.
am I rolling?
You can choose to fail it if you so wish.
I choose to fail it willingly. Let's
Oh, yeah,
start
same. I always tell the truth anyway.
All right.
You've done this shit to me.
So come on, Elaine and Ajax, let's
I'm
go.
gonna roll Ajax.
Do you have stats?
Do you have his paper right there?
No.
What was it? Charisma save?
Mhm.
Yeah, he probably failed. I rolled a 7 for him. He definitely saved it because he doesn't have any higher than I do. Charisma.
Ajax?
Mhm.
17. I know that one. Do you have any proficiency bonus to this?
If you're proficient in a charisma saving throw, then you add it to it.
No. So, +4.
Failed.
Yeah, we both
Elaine.
rolled the same thing.
Or roll it for her?
I don't have her stat sheet.
Well, conveniently, I don't know. You okay with her stuff?
Just roll.
16.
I don't think. I think Elaine's
No, she's
passing.
also, huh?
I think Elaine might be passing.
Yeah, she's really high in her charisma too. We are all high charisma except for Altus.
You better roll damn good for her. Roll her. Alphabets and whatnot.
Altus got a 14.
You rolled a 15. Wait. 15.
Yeah,
Failed.
he only has a +1.
Now we're just waiting on Elaine's.
I think she passed.
Yeah.
Working on it, okay?
That's the one person I really didn't want to pass.
Yeah, she either had a +4 or +5. She is either a 20 or a 21.
Well, that's what you knew her as. What is she now, though?
Not the actual thing's changed.
Nice.
So what was your roll for her?
16.
16.
20.
So she either had
So
a 20
she
or a
passes.
21.
Do you know who passes?
I know, yes. And they also know when they become affected by the spell.
Okay.
That's why you can willingly fail it.
And you can always willingly fail a spell if you so wished.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Well, that's interesting that almost everyone's underneath this except for one person who looks at Elaine.
I found it a bit suspicious that you felt the need.
Darling, I'm hired to find out why people are missing, and to do that, it's best to make sure the truth is being told each time.
And how do we know you're not selling this information to somebody else?
Well, I guess you don't. But I can promise you that this is really no hard feelings. And I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth again. So, make your saves, willingly fail, do whatever you want. You always have to make brand new ones.
It's not the one that sells information.
That was mine.
Which was?
18.
Fail.
Yeah. What is your thing now?
19.
Well, His was Ajax failed. Altus passed at that time. No, he didn't. Yeah, he did.
What was it?
A 19.
Yep, that's a pass.
So he's still being affected by the first?
Nope, you're not affected by the first one.
I think Elaine finally failed at that time.
I think that's
What
who
was
you
A
don't want to do that.
6.
Oh, wait. No, you would still be underneath the effect from the first one. It's not a concentration spell.
So everyone is now affected.
So everyone's now affected. I thought it was a concentration spell, so I thought I was going to have to drop the first one. It's not a concentration spell.
So it just lasts up to like a certain
It
amount.
lasts for 10 minutes.
So just recap.
So now everyone is underneath the zone of truth, because if you failed the first one, you technically roll for the second one,
Oh, okay.
because this time might be a little bit longer, but you're still affected by the first one until the time ends. So I'm like, so now that we're all homey together, who does anybody here know where the children are?
No. No.
Those both of them. Ajax
Both of them?
and Elaine.
Well, that's always comforting to hear. Happy to know it.
It's not exactly useful though. Why are you happy to know that?
Well, because if you did know where they were, then that would have led to other things called, like, please tell me where they are. And if you didn't want to tell me where they are, then I have to. Then it's just a whole lot of information gathering that either goes good or goes nice. It's up in the air.
And then it possibly turns into tell us where they are.
And then it might turn into a fight. And then I just really hate to make Skirmish pick, because honestly, he'd probably pick y'all. And then I really hate to beat the shit out of Skirmish.
Okay. That's a lot to
Oh, by the way, you can all know that's truthful.
Oh, you just
No hard feelings, my dude. They are like your, blood family. So like,
I know we've been with you for a very long time, and it's not me being upset that you'd pick them. It just, in my mind, would make more sense. You've known them longer, you've been through a lot more with them, and you're constantly connected to them.
in a way that none of us could possibly be.
Yes, and you're connected to them in a way that no one else could possibly understand, except the people that are also connected in that same way.
I mean, honestly, at least I understand.
So,
So this does mean no hard feelings if he loves us more, right? Obviously, I'm his favorite.
I mean, yeah. As long as he's not sleeping with any of you, I don't care.
I would not want him warming my bed.
He's good.
They just did.
Anymore? You didn't let me finish.
alright, getting off topic, rounding it back around. So, any ideas about who might have the kids? Looking at Elaine.
Whoever the shadow people are, but apparently I need to investigate every colleague I have. And have spent the past 12 years building.
Who are your colleagues?
The generals.
Did you not fucking know that already?
No, when I woke up, I didn't know anything other than that I was a vampire. Thank you for asking. I've only recently learned who I was in the past 2 weeks, maybe?
Oh, shadow.
You know the
people.
spell Greater Restoration? Try it out sometime. It'll be wonderful. Do wonders for your health.
Don't we have a guy who can do that? Like right there?
Yeah.
But do it. Sorry, I zoned out. I was reading my bed.
I was telling Elaine to do Greater Restoration on herself. We said, we have a guy that can do that, and then pointed to you.
It's very painful if you do it correctly, but yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, someone is stupid and he's fucking doing it.
I also understand you're trying to get information, but that is my sister, Eula. Be a
And
little
that
nicer.
is the best lead that we have.
Be a little nicer. I don't care that you're questioning her. A little nicer. She doesn't know anything.
The lives of multiple children are at stake. Respectfully, my dude, nice is kind of a little bit on the
Yes.
wayside right now.
Respectfully, Aramis, I already asked her and she doesn't know anything.
So, Elaine,
Yeah.
do you know anything?
That I'm planning to join a march on the Capitol in a month.
Do you know anything about the kids at all?
No, I don't. All I know is that the best one who could even potentially lead us back to it had busted his skull so damn bad he'd left a blood trail. When I tried to follow, literally like 3 days later, it was cleaned.
That's wonderful. You can tell us where the blood trail was, and then we could pick up from there.
There are hundreds of miles of caverns.
Do you expect me to believe that someone who's apparently colleagues with the general wouldn't have the caverns memorized? I feel like that'd be a prerequisite.
Or mapped.
Or mapped.
Enough? No. It's on my section.
I knew we should have guessed.
I know a lot
That's
of
bullshit. That shit wasn't-
Then could you at least tell us what section it was in?
Yes, a section of the caverns that spans at least 200 miles.
Don't worry, I have a way to narrow that down.
And that isn't even considering the probability that it's been concealed. You do realize this, right?
Oh yes, I'm very well aware. I understand how concealing works whenever you're torturing people. And potentially killing them. Mhm. Now you, darling, talking to Ajax, what do you remember about this entire ordeal?
That I had spotted a cloaked figure taking one of the kids who had just left the toy shop that we operate in the fire. Chased after it because I figured I would lose the lead if I didn't. And I didn't have time to contact anybody. Help. Apparently he had accomplices, but they were the ones who bagged me.
Do you remember how many there were?
No, I was currently being bagged and beat.
Can
I'm
you,
frustrated with my own failures, okay? It's a bit frustrating to not even know where I had been taken. Despite the fact that you were right there.
I'm very well aware of that feeling. So, can you at least tell me what number you do remember of them?
Well, obviously there had to be at least two, but
2 is more information than what we had.
maybe 3 or 4. It sounded like they had a lot more kids, but honestly, I kind of got knocked out shortly after.
How much time has passed for you since you've been taken?
Mm. 2 weeks, I think.
Well, that's good to know. At least we can think that one of the kids is only 2 weeks older than when they were taken.
Alexis didn't join. It was just Ajax and Elaine, right? Alexis stayed at the house.
Alatus stayed at the house unless Alatus wants to join.
Didn't you roll for
I-
Alatus? I assumed Alatus was here because you were rolling for Alatus.
She
Yeah.
didn't roll for Alatus. I don't know what that
I
led
just
to.
assumed Alex followed Elaine.
Okay. He's gonna just kind of like hold your shoulder and just be like, I know you don't like this, but they're not wrong. This is exactly how we would have treated anyone else we were investigating. Emotions stay out of investigations, right?
Yes.
It's not fair. That's why I handle it, not you. Yeah?
Mm.
Pause for flipping. Hate doing this.
I know who's talking to me.
No, it's fine. Okay, it's great.
I know who's whispering to me.
Emotions stay out. Then you're not clear of head. You need to think about this objectively, not emotionally.
I know. I'm trying.
So, this next question is more or less.
To
this is just you talking, is more or less the most important one that I will ask. And I'm going to point at each individual person, including myself, and I will expect a response. Do you have any part in the taking of the kids? No.
No. Aramis.
Points to you. You say yes or no.
No.
Points to Elaine.
No.
Ajax.
Richard.
I was taken for fuck's sake. No.
I need. Thank you. And Alice.
No.
That is so much better. I'm happy to hear all of that. The only thing that we would need now is just as much information as everyone here could remember, including you. And points to Alice, because apparently you may know a few things that he knows, and the reason why he was unconscious.
What?
Dude, I don't fucking remember that. That was on notes that got destroyed.
It was. I was talking about how apparently they might have met on the mission that made him go unconscious. So I'm like, so what do you remember about that mission? And points and asking this to Alice and Kai.
I had been serving near Akaruzia. I had no mission inquiries to cross. I had just seen someone, so I kind of followed them along the tree line of the brook.
Any descripting features of this person that you saw?
Yeah, had this face, about yay high,
Good to
climbing
know.
a lot of trees
Good to know.
Climate trees. The only
with a green cloak.
would honestly, I don't know how he fucking
You
saw
can
me,
just
but
say him, but yes, we understand. Please continue.
You did ask the question when clearly he was telling you that how he knew him.
I was asking about the entire mission.
I followed him, and he stayed waiting. I determined he was no threat to me. And I determined that even if he was a threat to me, I would hear him try to cross the brook. Therefore, I returned to give my report on the activities of Akaruzia.
dude, all I remember is seeing someone on a nightmare, and that's Elliot, because that was on my notes from before I started this campaign. That
Yeah.
part, so I'm so sorry.
That's fine. At best, you probably would have caught him when he was startled by there being somebody in the tree. You would have probably seen him then, and maybe not at any other point.
Just
Also in the tree like you were.
So we have
We have
near the
both of
Akaruzian
these.
Brook is where some shadow people met. We have
Yeah.
you being
We're brothers of trees.
We have you, pointing
Oh,
to
jeez.
Ajax, being taken by shadow people after a child left your shop of at least 2, maybe 3 to 4. We have you knowing nothing except they're in an area of tunnel that is 200 miles. Would love to know more about that area, because that's at least 200 miles that we have to search versus, I don't know, the entire fucking Feywild. It's a lot smaller area. But honestly, happy to hear that you were not involved in any way that you are aware of, because I know very well that memories cannot always be the perfect thing.
I don't know which one.
Both. Like, I'm talking to them 3 at this point. I'm talking to all 3.
You're good, Megan. We get
We
you
get
fucking
that.
all 3.
she said to make sure we knew.
I have to be concise with my shit acting.
Nah, I love it.
Does anybody else have any questions while we're underneath this? Oh, yeah, Al didn't even ask some questions.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah, are you the bitch cracking the whip on this operation?
Honestly, I'm not sure. To be honest, me and that one usually take turns being in charge of what's being done.
She's
Honestly, I don't have the wisdom to do this sort of stuff. I just put warheads on foreheads.
He's actually really nice, and he is good at a lot of stuff.
You trust them.
I trust them.
They're not being disrespectful. You can get your pride out of your ass.
I love you too.
That's why I'm your favorite.
We're only disrespectful because we care.
Some of us are just more emotionally attached to this stupid investigation now.
Yes.
Why are you here, pretty boy?
Missing children. Specifically one child.
He does not look old enough to be a father.
Don't know if it's
What
mine.
have y'all been doing?
It's not me.
It's not his.
Can Fey men get pregnant?
Sorry.
Y'all keep tempting me so damn bad.
Just pull the trigger already. I mean, come on.
Please don't.
Real damn careful.
Because you have condoms that you've been given.
Not like use.
It doesn't feel the same.
You used them in the room like the first 2 times. I used
That's all
one in
I know.
yours.
Yeah, the last time there was one. Anyway.
One out of the 5 rounds.
Live. Thought that was.
No,
No,
about
I'm
those
kidding.
children.
Well,
Neither do we.
You should get paid a good amount. You do get paid for this.
it's not.
Better than your family.
I'm not,
Better than my family. It's better than Ajax. It's better than Alton. Elaine.
I'm not getting paid enough to be a man at a can.
Better than my fiance. Ex-fiance. I oddly enough remembered that one. Because Ajax kind of assumed it was him.
Will any of you tell the Queen of Air Darkness or anybody why we are actually here? Good to know.
This is the DM thinking.
Oh, okay.
In a minute.
I was expecting Elaine being quiet. I was like, good to know.
I'm wording. I'm thinking of
No
wording.
way to word to see. Tell the truth. I'm telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So you
I found a very easy way to do this.
trying to get around your bullshit. Apparently.
You cannot willingly tell a lie. You cannot tell a lie at all.
Yeah, you can't tell a lie, but you can withhold the truth.
You can withhold the truth. So silence speaks 1,000 words in this scenario.
Where? Give her a stick.
I'm thinking of how to word this. I will not interfere with my own investigation of my colleagues. Will I try to interfere with yours? But should our activities raise suspicion, I am under an oath of honesty to Her Majesty.
Hmm.
If directly asked, then I know better than I am under this,
Is that just with Her Majesty?
just with Her Majesty. I owe no honest words to my colleagues, though it is implied that we should be honest.
So will you be honest with your colleagues if they ask?
No, I'm investigating them. Are you dumb?
No, I'm thorough.
Not thorough.
Thorough.
Earl.
That's
Well,
what it says.
howdy
Remember all there.
Oh my goodness, I'm smack all you.
Hey, Earl.
Earl, sometimes on your phone.
Well,
Hey, shut up. No, I'm thorough.
What?
Earl, there's people on your go car.
I go down there. Far far here.
Get off your phone.
Chicken dream.
We're talking about it.
Let's continue with the D&D session.
Yeah.
I think we could probably wrap it up relatively shortly if you guys don't have a lot of information y'all want to discern.
I've spent all of my deep emotion points for this, so I'm not gonna cause another scene. I had 0 questions. I follow that one.
They don't have
Are
answers to the
you-
questions we have.
Actually, Elaine.
As far as I'm remembering. And I look like her.
Are you asking if there's a chance?
My first
she's not
memory is
lying?
cold. Still somehow burning in my veins. The memories I'm retaining before that, fuzzy. At best. And she's just kind of like gonna wrap the cloak she's had around herself a bit more, almost as if to conceal the tattered wings you see the cloak hides.
Can you draw us a rough sketch of the area that you found the blood trail in? And what direction it was going, please?
Absolutely not. I have the artistic skills for kindergarten, but I can't show you where it is.
That is all I need.
I mean, I could try to give you a map.
No. Inlet, I don't believe she got any better at it. She sucks. She absolutely sucks. You know that one that Puck gave us at the beginning?
Yes.
It is worse than Puck.
You know what, even if you put that on
It's
top,
not words. I used different colored inks this time.
The last time she used a different ink, she told us that the red line meant go left. The red line almost took us into Acarizia Brook.
that's not good.
I think it was fun.
So a general direction then.
I will be summoned back sooner than you guys will get there. When you guys get there, he can contact me. I'll lead the way. But you'll probably first have to bear an audience with Queen Gaia. I have a feeling there's a lot she wants to discuss with you lot.
I can imagine.
It was on the to-do list at some point.
Yeah, I gotta go see my aunt, you know?
She might have you guys train recruits.
As in, we become recruits or train recruits for her?
Recruits for certain generals who are a bit harsher in their requirements to become part of their squad.
I'm not signing up for a war, darling.
I never said you were.
But why would you train recruits for that side of the what?
The road to the unsealing court will more than likely be lined. We are training
Of
for
course it will.
war, and some of the generals are known for their unique training exercises.
Called, send you in, and if you come out alive, yay. If you die, you were too weak to be here in the first place.
I tend to take the Seraphis.
Sounds a lot like the displacer beast we met right when we came into this Feywild, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes, it does. Doesn't sound like the person I remember.
Are you someone of importance?
As far as I can remember, maybe.
So, what all ties you guys to finding these kids?
A commission.
Ajax. And I looked dead at him.
Oh,
I defied Hajime.
you are. And you have the kid. What about you?
Well, at first it was because at first it was to get a wish scroll so I could wish to have my at least some sort of physical body back, if not my original one. Now it's because I feel a sense of debt and camaraderie to the friends that I have, and if I fuck off and go back to the material plane, then I get nowhere. I wasted the past however many months of my life this has been, and I get no closer to fixing my corporeal form. I also was too once a little child who could very easily have gone missing. And I really don't want that to happen to more kids. Kids should be kids, not experiments or orphans who survive in the forest or trauma batteries. Is that good enough reason for you? Or am I just the explosion man?
No. This is going to drain us all.
Did you say drain us all or drain the soul?
Drain us all.
Are you guys prepared?
Fuck no.
Not a
Absolutely.
chance.
I went into this trying to find Ajax and all of a sudden figured out my whole life is actually a fucking lie.
How do you prepare for something like this? You don't. You're not ready for this. You just kind of do it.
I tried to find Ajax and learn how to hand.
I learned that my dad is the Queen of Air and Darkness's fiance. Is that
Nice.
You're sure of this?
I don't know. Does getting possessed by him, conjuring a mosh pit of my childhood where I was getting beaten senseless by a horde of angry rock people, and then tackling him into that pit because he was hurting the closest thing I had to my mother figure while he was evil monologuing about how I was misguided and how Titania had gotten to me and all this other wackadoodle shit. Does that sound sufficient?
I suppose.
Yes, I am absolutely, positively, 100%, without any conceivable doubt, sure that those are the words that he spoke to me.
And you're going to see him?
One way or another, I guess. He's the whole reason I came here. Because he's the only person I know with even something vaguely approaching the amount of magical knowledge to fix this, and one of the only people who I trust to fix this. I haven't breathed in like 3 years. I forgot what wind feels like.
Not entirely true, darling. Remember the polymorph spell.
Yeah, I don't remember that sensation.
Okay.
Like I felt it, I know I felt it, but guess what? The memory of it's not there anymore.
Interesting.
Do you age?
I don't know. There's so much about this I don't know.
You can tell me when the 10 minutes is up.
It's getting close to being up.
All right.
Everything about this is an enigma. From a scientific standpoint, I'm not even sure how this functions. And then I have some sort of weird bullshit powers that make his eyes glow all colors of the goddamn starry night. Like this. Black fire.
We're whipping it out.
Subtlety of the brick.
Pencil shadow, please.
Just squish it. Let's go.
So someone buckles under stress.
You think?
And you think my emotions are protecting family or
prepare for
that?
war if you enjoy the few things you get in this life. You make good memories so you have something to hold on to.
All the good memories that I've got that aren't related to these wackadoodles.
Why does it have to be memories that don't relate to us?
No, you didn't let me finish. You guys are pretty much all I've got, because the memories I got of ye old daddy are now marred by the fact that he tried to kill that one.
Yeah, so don't think about your dad.
For his last words, for pie, stop.
Think about your memories with Eula you've made.
He's the only one that I can think of to fix this.
Don't think about fixing it when we're going into war.
He wants this to be fixed.
First thing on your mind when it comes to war is how to survive and make those you care about survive as well.
Dude, if I wanted to survive, I'd just leave. If I wanted to guarantee my survival, I would have fucked out back off to Yorksland Shireheim.
Name of the town. What is that?
What would your conscience say?
My conscience would never let me live it down again. And then I would be stuck in this tin can for God knows how long, possibly forever. And then I get to live the crippling madness of that slowly eat away at my mind, while I know that the friends and loved ones that I've made are dead. In another dimension that I can't get to without this little doodle. Hell, I'd probably blow this thing up just so I could never go back there and face the shame of my own cowardice.
So you know how you fix that?
No, I don't, because I have zero emotional control.
You're gonna hate it, but currently you're gonna have to put down the fact that you don't want to be a suit of armor and think about what the most pressing matter would be that you really want to protect Eula and Meadow.
Focus on getting stronger right now, darling, so that you can protect the ones you care about, and I promise the answer to your current predicament will arise.
Shit, if you get strong enough, you can fix the problem yourself. You keep just saying you want to be you're the strongest wizard you know is your father. Become the strongest wizard you know.
All right, ladies and doodles. Who's ready to go punch some gods in the face?
You know what? I'm fucking with you.
As I say, and that's where we should end the session.
I'm fine with it.
Sam.
All right.
Let's end the no, should be the title of the session. Let's go punch
some
gods.
Let's go punch some gods in the face.
Thank y'all, everyone who does tune in, who might tune in, and who may never tune in.
They giving me keys.
Thank you very much. Hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. We look forward to seeing you once again on Tuesday. Bye. Anybody else want to say bye?
Bye.
See you next week, my dudes. Let's see what next week has in store for us.
Bye.